world. Farmers know farming is an art. Like life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too. But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time. A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. In the art of farming, the soil is the canvas, the seeds are the paint, and the harvest is the masterpiece.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something? You're too cute to eat. Maybe some fresh spinach for a change?
All right, we're back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm letting it do the intros and stuff because of the way things have been going for me. My health isn't all that great, so I use that time to get stuff situated. My wife bought a coat rack, shoe rack, or something like that, and everything on the outside of the box was written in English. She opens it up and she's starting to mess with it, and everything is in Japanese. She doesn't speak Japanese, so she's trying to figure out how to read that. Anyways, if y'all were with me yesterday, I don't know if y'all noticed, I had an issue where I couldn't form sentences and talk too straight. Turned out I was having a bad day. My health wasn't so good. So what I'm going to do today is jump in, catch the game up to today's date, and I think I tried to start some contracts. I will see if that's going to affect my contracts or not. I had saved it just before. What I might do is knock out the contracts from yesterday, because it's only 2 easy contracts, knock those out and then go back, sleep, and catch up to today's and start today over. But yeah, I was having a bad day yesterday and the day before. I couldn't form sentences. I didn't know who I was, stuff like that. But I thought yesterday I was doing better, but even then I wasn't able to comprehend and talk straight. So I just went ahead and saved it and got off the game and tried to get situated back to normal. But here we are. All my stuff is over at the gas, or at the store, so I'm going to cheat and go here, and it looks like, yeah, I still have everything. I still need to do these contracts, so I'm gonna knock them out real quick. I don't... Did I turn the volume down? I don't know if I turned the volume way down or not, but... Let's see. We'll lift the weight. Lift the weight. Not. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and knock out the contracts here, then I will sleep and catch up to today. So, let's see, where were my contracts at? One's at 37, the other one's at 64, so I will go to 64 first. It's the small one in the corner down there. I know where that field is. I just have to cross the bridge and hook a... Let's see... We'll fold the plow so that it's not directly in oncoming traffic and stuff. Let's see. But, yeah, I am trying to keep the series going and keeping it up to the current dates and times. Hopefully everything is going... So far everything seems to be going good. If you notice, there is snowflakes falling on the on y'all's screen. That's from the Christmas pack that I got from Twitch. So I'm trying to be a little bit more festive and whatnot. I put the Christmas lights up. We have some decorations. I got a boogie or a dancing Christmas tree and the little drummer in the corner down there. So it's pretty good. I'm not complaining too much about it. I like it. I hope everybody's getting ready for the Christmas season and having a good time. Now, I am trying to make as much money as possible. I have bought 1 acre of land. I do have that. I haven't been able to do anything with it yet because of being sick and whatnot, and also I only got $6,000. So we're coming up on lot number 64, field 64, but I call it lot. So right here we go. Let's go ahead and unfold the plow. Get my working meters. I don't think I need 5. I'll do 4. Alright. I'm going to be going that way down the field. That way down the field. So in doing that, I'm going to situate myself here. Make sure the plow is pointed in that direction. Yes, it is. Get my lines, and away we go. We're going to work our way all the way down the field, back and forth, and then we'll do all the hedgerows facing out. So this is not the strongest or the biggest tractor, but it will give us some time to get some stuff done and make it look nice and presentable. So it's 12:20 yesterday. Like I said, I'm going to knock this all out, and then when I'm finished with this, I'll go over to the Walters, Grandpa Walter, as the game calls him, but I call him Walter. I'll go to Walters, and I will fast forward to whatever time it is to today's date. So it may not be a long day, maybe very short, I don't know, but I am trying to get in and get some of the time knocked out and whatnot. Alright, let's lift and rotate. Turn around. Get ready for the next line. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. My dogs are being crackheads. This tractor should not have that much of a problem plowing this field. I mean, it is struggling. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I was struggling so. I was given the gas. I had to go down here and put it in the cruise control so that it would turn the cruise. I had to turn the cruise control on so that it would be able to do the thing. I don't get it. It's acting super sluggish for some reason. Alright. Put the cruise control on so that it works right. Because me holding the gas... Nope. Yeah, I'm holding the gas in and it's barely giving it... I don't know. It ain't giving it any gas. I don't know what's going on with it and why it's doing that. So, but now I'm up to speed. I'm good. We'll get it going. So, hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday afternoon. It's a good hump day. There we go. Hold on. Okay. I gotta make sure I drop the plow. I keep forgetting. So, and I think what my problem was yesterday was the fact I got up and I was having to take care of some stuff to get ready for school, and I found out that my school is going to have to wait until March, and I did so much work that I literally fried my brain. So it just I was trying to comprehend too much stuff at one time and I couldn't do it the way that I should have. So, and that just, it overstimulated my brain and made things difficult for me. So college is going to be very difficult for me, but I'm doing 2 classes a semester, and what I'm going to, each semester is about 10 weeks long. So they told me I have 30 credit hours. I'm going to need to go to school for 2.5 years to get my bachelor's degree of science. It's a bachelor's of science, but it'll be in computer programming and computer graphics and artwork. So that, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to try and get as much done as possible, Hopefully I get it done with my GI Bill, but I don't know if my GI Bill will cover all my school. So we are trying to find out and see. Hopefully it will cover it all. If not, then I will be finishing up my schooling with a paying for it out of pocket. I'm not going to be one of these guys and go get a student loan that I can't, that is going to cost me my firstborn and stuff like that. So I couldn't afford that. So and right now the way everything's going, it's going to take us a minute to get everything situated right. So we just found out that our Bronco is having to have the entire engine replaced because of a manufacturer default or defect. So they I guess all the Broncos are having engine issues where the engine, something inside the engine will break, and then it will just destroy everything else inside the engine and make it almost impossible to drive. So it's a good vehicle. It was good on gas and everything, but we drove like 7,000 miles, and something inside one of the I don't know anything about engines, okay? I'll be the first one to admit. My wife knows more about engines than I do. But something inside the long block broke, and when it broke, it destroyed, or it shattered and went to a bunch of little pieces, and that just scraped up the rest of the inside of the lung block. I don't know how else to explain it. So we're in a temporary vehicle that they loaned us, but the loaner they gave us, they said could only have 2,000 miles put on it, and right now it has 700 and some miles. Well, we only put like 100 of those 700 miles on it. So when we get close to the 2,000 mark, I guess we have to take it up and go get another vehicle, if they still have our vehicle, because the engines for the Bronco are on back order and past the new year. They didn't tell us how long it'd be before they get us a brand new one or replace it. They just said it's on back order, and they are waiting to find out when they will get a new one in. So right now, though, we are riding around in a red Explorer ST, and it is awesome. The only thing that I don't like about it is the gas mileage. It gets like 20 miles to the gallon, where the Bronco gets 30 miles to the gallon. So even in Eco, which shuts down certain cylinders of the engine, it only gets like 30 or 20 miles to the gallon. So the Bronco in Eco gets like 30 miles to the gallon. But every other feature of that Explorer is awesome. It has heated front seats. It has AC front seats, and that took off too damn fast, telling me that the plow didn't go down. So it also has the AC front seats, air-conditioned front seats. Plus, there are massagers in the seat, which are awesome while on trips to the VA and whatnot. So it makes those trips fun. Just sitting there and getting a massage while you're driving. Oh yeah, it's good. So it has a lot of safety features on it. It has a camera that looks down. I don't know if it looks down, but it shows the aerial view of the Explorer and lets you see all around it to see what is the closest thing to you and could be a nuisance, or not nuisance, but could possibly cause the vehicle to hit something. I don't know. If you're parked too close to anything, it shows you the distance between. It basically looks down from the top of the vehicle and shows you everything within a 10-foot perimeter, if that makes sense. So, and I'm not online. I am offline. Lift the plow. I was way offline. I gotta go back and redo this entire line. Why are you being this way? Stop it. You're supposed to be there. Oh. Okay. I'm trying to make it so it's so nice and pretty and everything, but I screwed up and I got off my line because I was talking, and I threw myself off my line. I'll fix it and it'll be back to its pretty little self here in just a second. So if you're out there and you're having a good day, let everybody know. Say hello. Be kind. Rewind. No. I remember when that used to be Blockbuster saying, be kind. Rewind. They tell everybody, please be kind, rewind the videotape before you bring it back to us. Even though Blockbuster's store policy was you could bring the tape back as long as the tape was still functional. They were supposed to put the tape in an automatic rewinder to make sure that the movies would be started. Every Blockbuster had one of those auto rewinders. All you did was put the tape in there and close it, and as soon as it closed, it would start the automatic rewinding. So you technically didn't have to rewind, but it was considered courtesy to rewind the tape. But if you ever went into a Blockbuster and you watched after they took it out of the little thing that it was in and made sure that it was the right movie, they looked down and they could see in the openings whether or not it was rewound or not. If it wasn't rewound, they put it in an auto rewinder. But nowadays We don't even have to worry about that because everything is digital, and DVDs are they don't even rent DVDs anymore, so because everything has become a digital product. Like, I have 600 and some movies, maybe more than that, on iTunes. That's just movies. That's not including the music. You don't going to the store and buying CDs and DVDs and records. There's no use in it anymore if you can get the same thing on a digital copy and be able to use it anywhere and everywhere. So, granted, some things are better, like the music is better on a vinyl than it is on a digital copy, but wrong one. Gotta go. There we go. It is better to listen to music on vinyl, but you can't walk around with a record player on your hip all the time. So I can be out in the yard and have my phone with me, got my earpods in, and I'll be listening to the music, just jamming right along to the music, getting my work done, because I've got my AirPods in, and I'm listening to the digital version. So I know, being old-fashioned, I do like the sound of the vinyls. I do remember 16mm and 8mm movies and stuff. I knew we'd have a good day in school whenever I had to set up the projector in class, because that meant we got to watch some movies and whatnot. Now, some of the movies I've watched on 8mm and 16mm included Snow White. I've seen E.T. The Sound of Music. If I could ever find The Sound of Music, or not The Sound of Music, Song of the South. That's the one I'm thinking of. If I could find that in any format, I don't care what format it is, I would buy that, and I would give a pretty I would pay pretty much whatever was being asked for it, because that one movie has been locked away in the Disney vault and will not be re-released in any format, shape, or form. They have taken that movie and it is now considered a blacklisted movie. They will never ever re-release it. So if anybody has a copy of that movie, then and they don't want it, let me know. I will gladly buy that movie from you. The reason being is because that movie is a childhood favorite of mine. Listening to Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity Day, and listening to Uncle Tom tell the story of Briar Rabbit and Briar Bear and Briar Fox all day long. I used to love those stories. So that is one of my childhood memories that I wish I could be able to relive and rehear and whatnot. No, I am not racist. That movie was not racist, but people have gone bananas and claimed everything about it is racist because Uncle Tom tells the story of Briar Rabbit and Briar Bear, Briar Fox. They don't care about the story. What they care about is the fact that there was a black man, an old black man in the South telling the stories, and they considered it to be racially motivated. They didn't listen to any of the story. They didn't listen to any of the way that it was presented or any of the songs. All they seen was, oh, it's a black man in the South, and he's telling these stories because he was considered a slave, not even realizing half of what he's saying. So, and then on top of that, Splash Mountain came from the Briar Patch. I'm going to say the Briar Patch. They're talking about Walt Disney World taking out the Briar Patch and making it into something else. Because they don't want to be considered racist. Y'all, my brain is starting to get fried from this, and I may not be doing a long day today because I'm struggling with my words again. Did I turn that? Yeah, I did turn it. Good. But yeah. I grew up in the era of Blazing Saddles. If you don't know what that movie is, that's Mel Brooks' and version of a Western. And that movie is funny. People think it's racist, but yet if you ever see when I was in Iraq, we had a showing at the movie theater of Mel Brooks' Blazing Saddle. There were more black folk, colored folk, however you want to say it. They were more African Americans, they were more Irish, Scottish, Chinese, whatever, in that movie theater watching that movie and laughing because of the hilarity of the movie. And it's a great movie. It won Oscars because it went above and beyond, and it just got rid of every stereotypical stereotype that there is. And they had fun while making that movie. Okay. I'm having to look over my shoulder because I can't remember if it's turning or not. Even though I hit the button for it to turn, I'm not sure if it's turning the way I want it. Come on now, line up, there we go. I dropped the plow. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit today, and I realize it. So if my conversations are a little bit off and I'm not speaking too properly, I'm having episodes. So I don't know how well I'll get this done, but I'm going to finish my 2 contracts that I do have and get them taken care of. Uh-oh. Yeah. I'll get these contracts knocked out, and I might have to call it a day. For those of you who don't know, I'm prone to seizures and stuff, and I'll put it that way. And it affects my day-to-day life. So I struggle with comprehending normal things that anybody else would have easy time thinking about or doing. I'm having issues where I struggle with how to be able to think properly. So and it's just a part of my life now. So I don't have a way of controlling it, and it makes it a little bit more difficult for my wife because she has to deal with she has to figure out what I'm trying to say, even when I'm struggling to figure out what I'm trying to say. I think that's the way. I sound normal to some people, but I'm not. And it's frustrating because I know what I want to say, but I'm not able to say it. And it frustrates me, and it makes things a little difficult in my life. So I get frustrated, and I don't like being frustrated. So I'm gonna knock this job out, knock the other job out, advance the days, and we'll see where I'm at in my mentality, or not my communication skills. And I'm able to tell right now that I'm struggling with my words and stuff. So whenever I'm doing that, my wife doesn't like for me to be broadcasting. So I'll broadcast for a short period, but I am not going to be able to do hours and hours and hours. I'll do this short stint right now. As y'all can tell, I'm stuttering a little bit, and that's one of my biggest signs that I'm having a bad day. Is I start stuttering, and I have no control over it. So might help if I put it in cruise control. What you doing? Well, come here. Okay, don't come here. front one. But I didn't get too far in that one. Hi, Maleficent. The baby girl. Oh, the willow. Oh, my Merida. Oh, that's Zero. Oh, my zero. Oh, oh, my little Willow. Willow is just becoming a young lady. She's not feeling too good about being a girl right now. Her finding out what it's like to be a teenager. She's a sweet little girl, but she's not very happy right now. She's finding out what it's going to be like to be a woman. Aren't you? Well, hello there, Sophie Stars. What's up? How are y'all doing? And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Is everything going all right your way? I saw that. I appreciate the follow. Let me make sure my mic is working. Can y'all hear me? It's showing that it's working on my end. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday and everything is going good for you. I'm just out trying to get a couple of contracts done and knocked out so that I can be able to make a little bit more money. I'm trying to build up my little farm, but I haven't got that much done yet. I've purchased some land and some bees. That's pretty much about it right now. So I'm working the properties of doing contracts for other people right now. So it's given me an opportunity to look at other vehicles and equipment and see what what vehicles would be good for me. I will not be buying any John Deere products. I will buy the oh, didn't mean to raise that yet. I'm looking at Massey Ferguson. Hey, what are you doing? Who's in here? I heard some crunching behind me, like one of the dogs was chewing on something. Outer Exilo? No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't say as I remember you. And don't take it personal. I have a short-term memory loss. So it's why I got retired from the military. So my memory is shot. I don't mean to be mean or rude or whatever. So how are y'all doing, Outer? What game was I playing whenever you was watching, Outer? That might help remind me of when you was last time I talked to you. Nico, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that I couldn't get Farm Simulator 22 to work right for me, and so that's why I stopped playing it. It didn't want to work with my computer very much, and so I stopped playing it because of the fact that it took a half hour just for the load screen to load in. Not even the game to start up, just well, yeah, I guess you could say that would be the start of the game. But it was taking forever and a day for my game to want to get started. So I couldn't do anything with the start of... Oh, wait. Lower cloud.
Hey.
Yes, babe. You figured out the Japanese?
You have a very smart wife.
Well, I knew that.
Figured it out. It didn't take me that long either.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm glad that it didn't take you that long. Japanese is very hard to read.
I didn't read the Japanese. I'm
You-
smart.
You just looked at the pictures.
No, not even really that, because the pictures don't show anything.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Well, so you looked at the pieces and figured it. You looked at the pieces and figured it out.
Very flimsy.
I bet it is. Alright, let's do the Mickey Mouse ears. I call it Mickey Mouse ears whenever I go to the end of the row and have to turn around. It's my turn because it looks like I'm doing a big circle. I call it a Mickey Mouse ear on the end of the farm. What do you want to do for lunch or dinner? Alright, yeah, and I'm not sure if you have on your view count on the stream, but I've been watching this farm since the start. I've had it on in the background while I'm... I've got the view counter on. I'm not sure if it's working or not, though, Outer. It's supposed to refresh on a... Uh-oh, I took it too fast. That means the plow didn't go down. I've been running this farm for a while, but I've had issues where the game glitched on me a time or two, and so I had to restart my entire farm. So this one I'm actually... I think I'm on my 4th attempt at a farm now. I forget. So but yeah, I was actually looking to start a G Portal server and get it to my time frame. Not my time frame, my date and time. Get it set up to where it's on my date and time, and then just leave it on continuously. And if other people want to come in and join me and work the farm or build their own farms, but I don't want somebody just coming in willy-nilly and running a few seconds, or work for like 30 minutes and then never show back up, because then that takes away from one of the farm. That would wind up getting their farm taken away from them. So you have a G Portal farm? I was looking at joining Legacy Farm server, but with everything that with me having my episodes right now with stuttering and stuff, I don't want to interfere with a ongoing an ongoing server. I don't want to throw that off and cause issues with the server, if that makes sense. A fully functional server. And that's where that's one of my concerns, is because my TBI kicking in and causing issues. I don't want to hinder a good server or be a problem on a good server. So, and well, see, I do, yeah, that doing applications and stuff would be good, and doing roleplay, but see, I don't have I don't have the complete working knowledge for setting up the Discord and everything. I mean, I do have knowledge. I struggle. I'm struggling right now. My processing isn't working right, if that makes sense. Okay, dinner's ordered?
Yep.
Okay, I'm only going to do this contract and another contract, then I'm going to have to call it. I'm not processing right.
Get off of here.
Well, I'm going to do this.
Get off of here. y'all. Bye.
Yes, babe. So, as you can tell, the boss is telling me it's time to go.
When your processor's not processing right, it's time to
Yeah.
let your circuits rest.
Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this one because the boss says the processor isn't processing right. Well, I appreciate that, Outer. Actually, you see the Discord. Just say if you need it. You see the Discord. Shoot me a message there, and I might be able to join your server and get situated that way. So, but the boss is telling me that it's time to go. And I gotta listen to the boss. I'm getting that I'm gonna
No, you're not.
yeah. I getting the I told. I already have you. Okay.
Alright.
Is this Trevor? Trevor McManus? Take care of both. She's going to take care of me. I'll talk to you later, man. Inty things.